so this is what we're doing in this lesson then. We've got a lever and we've got a gate. The gate is closed, we can't go through it. We go up to the lever, we press E, the gate opens, and we can go through. Okay, so that's what we do. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So there's a few things we need to do, yeah? We need to create a gate object. We need to check that we can't walk through it. If we can walk through it when it's closed, we need to fix that. We're going to need a lever. We're going to need to do some various things with that, as well as making sure that we can't walk through that. We will need to add some gates and some levers into our room, and we might have many gates and we might have many levers, yeah? So we will need to give each instance of that a name. And then the big thing really is that the collision event between the lever and the player, yeah? So if we go up to the lever and we press E, we want to open the gate, we want to flip the lever, and then we can walk through it, yeah? So a few things to do. Now these are nice and easy, so let's start with that. So I'm in GameMaker. Let me make that a bit wider. Okay, so here, objects, level, and I'm going to go create object. I'm going to call this obj gate gold 1. obj gate gold 1. Because my sprites down here, I've got loads of sprites, and I'm going to use this one, yeah? Now what we can do, we can have a look at these sprites, yeah, because we've got quite a lot of them. So I'm in sprites now, I'm in level. So we've got this gold one, double click on that, come on. And we can play it. So we can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames to this animation, yeah? And we've got another one down here. So this is more vertical. We've got an iron one. Okay, and we've got another iron one. Okay, so also vertical. You know what? I think I prefer this one. Yeah, SPR gate gold 2. So I'm going to use that. So I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to have another one. So I'm in objects, level, add objects, obj gate gold 2. And this one is going to be this sprite, okay, so the one that goes up vertically. Now, okay, so that's done. So we can have an object for each type of sprite, okay? If you want different types of gates, we can use, we can create different objects for each of them. So I've created 2. Yeah, so for this one and this one. If you want to create objects for these and use those, you can. It's the same process. Yeah, it's not difficult. Right, okay, so we've got an object for our gate. Now, let's have an object for our lever. Okay, so objects, level, create object, obj, lever. Okay, and again, check your spelling, okay? Careful with your spelling. So our sprite here is in sprites, is in level, and here, lever. Okay, all right, so far so good. So we've got some gate objects and we've got a lever. Let's open our room. Where's our room gone? Let's open our room. Come on. Okay. All right, now we can have these gates anywhere. I'm going to place them close to the entrance, okay, just so that we can test these. Yeah. So I can close my sprites. So lever. Let's have a lever in the room anywhere, and let's have a gate in the room. Okay, so I'm going to have this gate going to have this gate here. Yeah. Right, let's run that, see what it does. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, all right, so that's not ideal. And we can walk through it. And we can walk through that. Okay, all right, so we've got some things to fix here. So let's open our lever. So it looks like there's no collision parent. So let's check our parents. So there's nothing here. So we want to add in here. We should have this one. OBJ collision parent. Okay, that stops us from walking through it. Yeah. Now we'll need to do the same for these. Parent, object, level, collision parent, and this is the one that I'm using. So this is gate gold 2 parent. This one, object, level, collision parent. Okay, right, now if we run, we shouldn't be able to walk through them. Okay, good. Can't walk through that. Okay, good. Can't walk through that. Okay, so a little bit of progress. Right, now, so this gate, when we create it, we want it to be closed. So let's do that. So I'm here on my gate, and for each gate, we will have to do this, yeah? So for gate, add event, so when we create it, obj gate gold 2, when we create it, here, set animation speed, and I want to set this to 0. Okay, so when we create it, it should look closed. Let's try that. Come on. Okay, good. Good. Can't walk through it and it looks closed. Okay, now we can't do anything with this. All right, good. A little bit of progress. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so when the animation has finished on this gate, we actually want to destroy it. Yeah? So, in the same gate object, add event, other, when the animation has ended, let me move over here, we want to destroy the gate. Yeah? Because that way we can walk through it. Okay, so far so good. Now our lever. So let's go over to our lever object here. So we've set up a collision. Good. Now the player is going to collide with it. Okay, so we need a collision with the player. Yeah. So collision objects game player. Okay, here we go. So this is the main juice of this lesson. So if key pressed, so let's have that up here. So if we press the letter E, let's use E again, then we want to do some stuff. What do we want to do? Okay, so we're in obj lever, a collision event with the player. If we press E, move that a little bit, then what do we want to do? We want to, over here, wait, hang on. Have an if statement, so this needs to go here, okay, not here, needs to go here. So if the image index is equal to 0, so if the gate is closed, then, and again this goes here, then the image index, we want to set it to 1, yeah? Because we can look at this sprite down here, where is it? Yeah. We've only got 2 images, okay? So this is frame 1 and this is frame 2. So if it's closed, we want to set the animation to open, yeah? And that's what we're doing up here. We're saying if we press E and if it's closed, so if it's on frame 0, then open it. Okay, now let's try that. Okay, so we can't walk through anything. So if we go up to it anywhere and press E, okay, it changes. Yeah, if we press E again, it doesn't change back. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Now the gate doesn't open. Yeah, so we need to fix that. So let's go to our room. So on here, actually no, on here. Yeah, on our lever, not in sprites. Up here on our lever. Come on. Okay, so on our lever we need a variable. And we need a variable called gate to open. This is going to be an expression. Okay, and this is very similar to what we did with chests and keys. Yeah? Because we might have many levers and many gates, we need to know which lever opens which gates. Okay? The same with chests and keys, yeah? So to do that, we need a variable. We're going to use this variable called gate to open. Okay, so like we did with chests, now we need to name our instances. Wait, can I zoom in? Yep, so this is not a useful name. So I'm going to call this gate near entrance. Okay, you know that we called it chest 1 and chest 2 and chest 3. Well, we're going to have gates all over the place. So let's give them locations. Okay, so this is the gate near the entrance. Yeah, that's what it's going to be called. Okay, and this one, I think we can also call this, we can give this a lever, a name. Lever near entrance. Okay? Because we're going to have, yeah, this is a big room, remember, yeah? We're going to have gates all over the place. Yeah, we could have gates here, we could have levers everywhere. So we need to give them useful names. Yeah, so let's get into the habit of doing that. Right, okay, so we've given that a name, and we've given that a name. So now, back in our lever object, yeah, in our collision event, if the gate is closed, we want to open the gate, but we also want to do some other things. We also want to, if the lever is closed, we want to flip the lever. We also want to do some other things. Wait. Apply to, and we want to apply to gate to open. Okay, so for the gate to open, we want to set the animation speed to 1. Now, hang on, let me do that again. Yes, let me delete that. This needs to go here on the right. Set animation speed to 1. So what we're saying is apply to gate to open, which is the variable which will tell us which gate we want to open. Set the animation speed to 1, and that will play the gate animation. Now let's try it. Okay, so we press E, but the gate doesn't open. Okay, so why is that? Well, that's because we haven't told this lever which gate it is paired with. Okay, so we need to do that. So I'm going to go to my room, double click on this. Okay, look at the variables. Now gate to open, no one. Now that's not right, is it? This is going to open the gate near the entrance. Yeah, and it's called an object instance. You see it here. Okay, so now this variable is being set to this value. So now this lever now knows which gate it is to open. Okay, now if we try it, we should get a little bit more success. Okay, so can't walk through it. Can't walk through it. Press E, the gate opens and the gate disappears. Okay, very good. If we go back and press E again, nothing happens. Okay, so we can't close the gate, we can only open it. Yeah? But for now, that's fine. Okay? Right, have some fun with that. I'll see you in the next lesson.